Welcome back to Boruto Anime Review. This is episode number 24, and this one's called Boruto and Sarada. Now, I had heard something this particular episode was going to be an adaptation of chapter 700 of Naruto. It partially was. Yeah. I mean, it didn't have, there was like certain characters in that particular chapter that this episode did not have. Like, Hanada was in chapter 700. She clearly was absent from this episode. Tamari, who is Gaara's sister, Shikadai's mother, and of course Chikamaru's wife. She's absent from the episode. I don't remember if Ina was in the chapter, but there were certain characters and certain scenes. Basically, it's a partial adaptation. Basically, it's just dealing with the aftermath of the previous arc, where Naruto is basically called a Kage summit, and they show off the current Kage, which those of you who saw the Boruto film know who these other four Kage are. Gaara, of course, has been Kazekage since the 2.5 year time jump. He's been basically Kazekage longer than anybody else who's basically hold a position right now. I mean, Naruto has only been Hokage for about 4 years now, 4 or 5 years tops. I don't really know exactly how long everybody else is. My guess is probably about almost everybody else has been in their current position probably for about a good 10 years or so. But Naruto has not been in this position very long, but the only reason why they trust him because he has a lot of experience and the fact he's a very powerful ninja. That's why they trust him more, despite the fact out of the 5 of them, Gaara is the one who's been in position the longest. I would say Gaara has probably been Kazekage for a good almost 20 years. Yeah, I'd say close enough to it. Let's see. Yeah, the current Kage are Dorai, who is the bodyguard to the fourth Razakage. Yeah, the fourth one. You have Chojin, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He was the bodyguard for the 5th Mazakage. Niai, lovely woman. Yeah, and one of 2 female Kages. Now this lineup basically has one, and it's the Tazakage, and it's Kuratsuchi, who's the granddaughter, and of course she was also service bodyguard for her predecessor, who was the 3rd Tazakage, Onkai, and of course you have Gaara in this position, and everybody is now, in the case of everybody, I would say the only one who's still wearing pretty much the same attire as when they were seen in the series is probably Chojin. Yeah, he's probably undergone the least amount of change. I mean, the only thing they changed about him since he's got up to position is they grow some fish hair. Dorai, as far as I can tell, he put on a new cape and he grew a mustache. Konosuchi got a completely, somewhat new attire. And for some reason, I have no idea why in the episode, Middle Lee first has Big Sis, even though that I don't even know if they're related. As a matter of fact, they still never revealed exactly who Middle Lee's mother is. I mean, everyone else, Rock Lee is his father, but as for who his mother is, no one knows. No one knows indeed. And of course, Boruto, making us, doing something, and he is now the focus of an episode. Basically, it's more focused on the previous generation. You also get a chance to see Sakura again, and overall, let's see. Prior to the previous arc, she only had appeared, I think, about a couple times in the series. One was a non-speaking cameo during the Ghost arc. I would say she's probably made about 6-7 episodes so far. Naruto appears again, of course, obviously, while the rest of Kage, the other 4 of them, make their very first appearance in the show. Choji makes it, I believe, his 4th appearance in the show, which is nice, the fact he does that. Sai, I love the fact when this guy shows up. Shikamaru has been appearing mostly, almost like any time that he shows up now in the show. Usually it's when Naruto is there. And plus, I love the entrances they do for... Kankuro is there too. Basically still serving as his younger brother's bodyguard. Yep. yeah, the way they make their entrances is so interesting. Like for Dora, it's basically a humongous lightning bolt. Wow, how to make an entrance. Choncha basically is like a big mist because, well, he's from the village of the mist. Um, Karasuchi basically it's like bit of sand and poof, here's like the big stone thing. And of course, Gar comes in like a kind of like a mini version of trying to think what was the name of this tailed beast. I don't remember the name of this tailed beast. It was a one-tailed beast. Let's see here. I remember it was let's see. Because um like Naruto, that's one thing that and of course they brought up the fact that Naruto was one who changed him. Yeah, they make a reference to that, which anybody who had watched the show knows for a fact. Yeah, he let's see. Okay, Shikaku. Yeah, that's his name, Shikaku. It was kind of like a small version of Shikaku. It kind of looked like them, but I couldn't really tell what it was. But it's always nice to see Gaara show up, and I love the fact that he makes an actual physical appearance in the show. And I think he made his first sort of appearance in the show was that he had an offhand reference by Boruto for some reason. Boruto first name was Uncle Gaara for some reason. You know that Naruto and well, they're not related. And of course, I get the fact why Shikadai calls him Uncle Gaara because, well, his mom is Gaara's sister. Yep. But basically, the reason why that Naruto called the Kage Summon was to discuss basically people who are similar to that of Kagura. Yeah. The basically like the existence of a parallel dimension, and it's nice the fact that Naruto called them all up. Mm-hmm. That's real the whole point was to just give information, and there's and Naruto mentions the fact that at this point it's been 15 years since the 4th Great Ninja War, which I'm like, wow, that's a long time. So that means that Boruto must be like 13-ish, maybe 12. Yeah, I think he's 12. 12 would be 13. They haven't explicitly stated exactly how a lot of the characters are. Also, Konohamaru shows up, and he mentions the fact that he idolized Naruto when he was younger. Oh, I should point out though, when he was younger, he called 2 people Big Brother. He called Naruto that and Shikamaru. That's it. He never called anybody else Big Brother at all. I guess it's a Japanese thing. I don't know just how it is in the sub. But this is a pretty interesting episode, but I should point out though, what the heck does Boruto do in the episode? Well, he defaces the Hokage Mount. Again. And what does he write on Naruto's face? Idiot and stupid old man. I'm like, seriously? I mean, Naruto is supposed to be, let's see, since it's been 15 years, and then when the war ended, he was 17 when the war ended. As a matter of fact, ended on his birthday. So, since it's been 15 years, it means he's only 32. And he calls that old? Seriously? That's still young for a lot of people. Yeah. And of course, Sarada basically just picturing her face on the Hokage Mount. But I thought that just a continuation of something that happened in the previous episode was nice they did that. Shino makes a cameo appearance, making his first appearance in several episodes. Yeah, always nice to see Shino. Mm-hmm. But next episode is called Turbulent Field Trip, where they go to the Hidden Mist Village, and from look at the trailer, it looks like the uncle is going to show up, and Ruka. Yep, and also looks like definitely Naruto himself is going to be in the episode. Looks like from the trailer, looks like he's going to be talking to Ruka about something. And I like the fact they're going to Hidden Mist Village, because in the actual series, it only made a couple physical appearances. One was a brief cameo, and both of them very brief, when uh, Miyai and her two bodyguards go off the Kage summit that was called for by the Razakage after Sasuke attacked Killer Bee. That was the first time the Hidden Mist Village was shown. The second time was shown was basically another time in a very brief appearance when they're showing like all the other villages, and they showed the Kazakage mansion. It'd be interesting to see the inside of that when they go to the Hidden Mist Village in the next episode. I would say of the 5 villages, aside from, well, the Hidden Leaf, the only ones you get a chance to see the inside are like the main mansions where the leaders live, or at least have their office. You see the Razakage's office, seen that several times. Gaara's office, I think, is seen twice. So the only ones that was never been shown is the Tazakage and the Mazakage's offices. They've never been shown in this series, but it'd be interesting to see what the office itself looks like and who the other Mazakages were, because as far as the series is concerned, now basically Chochin basically is supposed to be the 6th Mazakage, and overall in the whole series it only featured before him, I'd say it only featured at least 3 of his predecessors. You have Miyai, who was the first one introduced in the series, the second, and the third one. Well, I think it's the 4th one. Yeah, the 4th Mazakage. But there's like a couple others. It'd be nice to see who the other Mazakages were. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Also, it'd be really interesting if Miyai herself makes an appearance in the next 7 episodes, but set in the Hidden Mist Village. That would be interesting. It'd be interesting exactly to see how good she looks basically after 15 years. Who knows, because her last physical appearance in the show was in the Sasuke arc. Actually, no, it wasn't Sasuke. She appeared in that arc, and she appeared for a couple episodes of the Hidden Leaf story arc, which was the last arc of Shippuden. That was her last physical appearance in the show, which was basically a one-scene cameo where she tells Killer Bee tells him pretty much the same thing she kept telling her bodyguard, the one who was killed during the 4th Ninja War, where she tells Killer Bee, says, "Shut up or I'll kill you." Yeah, I thought that was funny. Yeah, but it'd be interesting to see her again. Who knows exactly what she's up to. I still would like to know exactly what happened with Tsunade. Yeah, she's one of those few people we never got a chance to see what happened to her. I mean, as far as Kakashi's concerned, he's still pretty much around. Also, trying to think of her name. Konohamaru's friend who's a girl, the one with the who has orange hair and pigtails. Yeah, she makes the physical appearance in this episode, and having all 5 Kage go to the roof along with Shikamaru inside, and of course Naruto does the usual thing that the series came up with. Basically, the shock look is the black circles around the eye and the white out eyes, shocked and stuff, and everybody's like laughing, and all the Kage are just laughing at the fact that Naruto's face got the face no Kage mouth. Yeah. But now Kurasuchi said that basically she's not really impressed by the next generation, but Naruto basically sort of counters that and says, just be patient, they're going to surpass us. Yeah, that was something that he said, which is kind of nice. The fact he kind of shut up on the matter, but probably from her perspective in her village, but in a Hidden Leaf. And of course, everyone's worried about the fact that there's no war, and the fact that people are being a little too comfortable with peace. Yeah, I mean, just hints of that here and there. But yeah, so that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for next week for the 25th episode of the series, the Turtle and Field Trip, which is the start of the Hidden Mist Field Trip, which should be interesting. Which I really wish they would show in flashback. Now, actually, scratch that. There was one other time they did show the Hidden Mist Village. That was during the Itachi arc in season 20, when Itachi and the previous person from the Hidden Mist Village, who was part of the Akatsuki before, his partner joined, who was one of the 7 swordsmen. who was actually killed. They briefly did show him his village at that point, but that was like the only other time they see it. So this would be actually overall in the series the fourth time the Hidden Mist Village has been seen. Yeah, but first time since season 20 of Naruto Shippuden. Okay, but that's really it. So see you all next week for episode 25, the Turbulent Field Trip. Okay, until then, I'll see you there.